Welcome back. You're tuned into Bazaar Morning Call. Well, we've listed out all the stocks for you. Let's get some fundamental analysis going. Deven Choksey, the MD of DRChoksey Finserv, joins us on the show. Hi, Deven. Good morning and good to see you in as always. Well, the pharma pack had come back in style. Yesterday, we saw a bit of a disappointment coming in from Lupin. And Dr. Reddy's numbers as well looked a little bit subdued. What's your analysis on the pharma pack and particularly some of these large names which have disappointed in the last 48 hours or so?
Yeah, good morning, Nigel. Well, on the top of the numbers, I think the Lupin also ended up giving the commentary for the recovery in the margin. At the same time, I think higher growth in coming 2 years. So I think the market probably want to see immediate results, and that's where probably the disappointment in the marketplace. However, I'm not completely surprised. I think why alone pharma? I think rest of the pack also has gone down, and yesterday the selling took place largely from the domestics, I believe. I think the current situation in the market demands people want to stay on cash. They want to basically, I think, keep the liquidity intact so that I think election and post-election results, whatever the requirement of the funds that one would have, I think one is having liquidity. So that's what I gather, I think, from various transactions that we have been executing. I believe that I think the fundamentals of the corporate sector, they remain intact, though the market valuations have stretched themselves, and that is a typical character of a bull market, though. I would think that some correction in the price is justified, and I think that softness in the price would probably demand a relook at the buying opportunity in some of the counters, which are significantly giving you the opportunity at current levels.
Okay. Well, Deven, hi, good morning. I wanted your thoughts on FMCG. Because, you know, these stocks have come back in a good way, whether it's Marico, Godrej Consumer, even Pidilite for that matter, decent numbers. And valuations are not bad either. What would your pick of the pack be here?
So, yeah, good morning, Sonia. Well, I think the rural theme definitely is something which one has been counting on for last so many quarters now. Fortunately, I think the market is now giving attention to this particular narrative. I do believe that the growth prospects continues for the FMCG, particularly from the rural segment and across different verticals. However, the way in which the sharp jump has taken place in one single day or couple of days, I think that the market is getting a little bit more euphoric, or maybe I think the sector rotation is taking place for which this kind of sharp jumps are seen. I would not be party to this kind of a chase, I think, as far as I think the FMCG counters are concerned. Though we continue to like the likes of Nestle at the corrected price level in the portfolio, one could add them. And even so would be the opportunity coming up with HUL. So it has moved up yesterday. I think one would probably continue to buy at a corrected price level, I think, whenever market is opportunity again.
Deven, it's a big day of earnings for, auto companies, right? You have Hero MotoCorp, there's TVS Motor, there is Bharat Forge that comes out with numbers. Tomorrow you have Tata Motors coming out with earnings as well. Your thoughts, actually, Tata Motors on Friday rather. Your thoughts on what to expect this time and which is the pick of the pack for you?
Well, clearly, I think while the pressure would be there, even though the volume growth is there for Hero MotoCorp, I think some amount of pressure on the margin because of the value of the products that they actually sell. I think they may be experiencing that part of it. However, I think on the volume numbers, I think they should be recording the better numbers on a comparative basis. But to me, I think appealing most would be Tata Motors, largely because of a couple of facts. On the passenger vehicle side, the portfolio has done exceedingly well, as can be seen from the monthly numbers. Similarly, the situation happening with the commercial vehicle portfolio, wherein the company has remarkably, I think, started performing well on this front as well. So certainly one would like to, and even the JLR portfolio, as the numbers, I think, speak for itself. I would think that the coming year guidance from the company would be very meaningful in this area of activity, largely because of the fact that I think each of the portfolios which up till now wanted to have the size in the marketplace, they have started achieving it. At the same time, I think the margin stabilization has been seen in each of the verticals. So from that perspective too, I think the Tata Motors should be relatively better choice in the current environment to add into the portfolio.
Deven, hi, morning. Just a quick word on, names like just a few more earnings reactions. PB Fintech, I don't know if you have a view. Numbers were good. And the guidance, as the management has told us previously, is for like 40-50% growth every year. And if you will, on Max Financial as well, which it's, I guess, still the cheapest life insurer out there. And recently, at least in terms of what analysts, etc., are making of it, the tide seems to be turning in its favor. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Prashant, good morning. Well, in the middle of busy season, I think haven't been able to give enough attention to, I think, these numbers. Maybe I think some days after, probably I think we'll be in a much better position to talk about.
Then what about the big boy, Reliance Industries? It's been the flag bearer. It's been the leader of this bull market that we have seen. It's taken a bit of a break in the last few sessions. I think the last 3 sessions, it's corrected close to around 5.5% odd. Would this be a good buying opportunity, or would you wait for it to correct a little bit more, given the kind of outperformance you've seen?
So, Nigel, I think companies like Reliance, where the fundamentals remain absolutely strong across all the verticals, be it into chemical verticals or exploration vertical, or even for that matter, consumer-facing verticals like retail and the geo platforms. I believe that this particular company, whenever the price corrects, gives a phenomenal amount of opportunity. Because we do believe that I think on a year-over-year basis, there is a scope of appreciation in the stock price by 20-25%, provided you end up getting at the corrected price level. And these are some of the opportunities when the market corrects for unnatural reasons. I think currently the stock market has corrected largely in the large cap stocks, also because of the fact that I think the funds in general want to keep certain amount of cash in the portfolio. And that's where probably I think they are selling off some of the sluggish looking stock at some point of time. So that is where probably I think you're getting the opportunity in likes of Reliance, likes of Bajaj Finance, even for that matter, the banks like HDFC Bank, where we believe that the fundamental story remains quite intact. And probably I think the growth prospects are remaining better than before as far as the current year outlook is concerned. So if the price corrects, I think it's a buy opportunity to add to the